up, reptilians, and welcome back. Today I want to be talking about one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's most famous iconic roles, the Terminator. Yes. An unstoppable, indestructible killing machine gets sent back from the year 2029 to 1984 with a mission to kill a young woman whose unborn son becomes a leader and savior to humanity in a war against machines. As usual, let's start off with the positive. First and foremost, the story. It was pretty intriguing, very scary, knowing that this thing came from the future, a future in which is decimated. Everything you see around you is just gone at the hands of machines. And you think about it, we use technology every day. Machines are involved. Wrap your head around that. Wow, don't you? So yeah, very intriguing story, very powerful. I really did enjoy it. The look and feel of this film is pretty cool. This is supposed to be a sci-fi / action film, but I don't really get that. I get more of a horror vibe. There's a scene in this, without giving too much away, where a guy and a girl have sex. Classic horror scenario here. A guy and a girl has sex, and then one of them departs the other to get a drink or something in the kitchen, and then the other one gets attacked. You see that countless of times in these horror movies. Very horrific. Brad Fiedels, I believe I'm pronouncing that name correctly, I'm sorry if I'm not, his score really helped out with that. It has like such a futuristic tone. Of course, dealing with something that is from the future, that's trying to kill this woman, it makes sense, but the score really adds on to the horror suspense of it. It's sometimes very hardcore, and I love the Terminator theme. James Cameron, who directed this film, envisioned something very powerful, very original, in my eyes anyway. He's a really great director. I mean, he's one of those that goes down in history as being the top 10 film directors out there next to Steven Spielberg, and with him doing this film, he brought something unique to us as audience members and critics. He did a really amazing job on this film. Let's talk characters. First of all, Arnold Schwarzenegger plays the T-800 Model 101. That's how he's kind of named in this film. And very menacing, very powerful. He played this villain in such a way to where, because he is who he is, you actually do cheer for him, and I actually did. Call me cynical, but I kind of did, because he plays such a really badass character. And I don't have to tell you guys that I grew up watching a majority of his movies, but this is one of the first of many that I actually seen of him. So, duh, of course I'm going to cheer. Linda Hamilton plays Sarah Connor, the woman who the Terminator is targeting. She did a pretty good job. She's this scared girl who's trying to figure out why this thing is after her. And once she figures everything out, it becomes clear to her. Very sweet and she's like very innocent. She just gives out that persona that you just want to feel sorry for this character because this thing that you can't kill is after her. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? So in come Michael Biehn, who plays Kyle Reese, the Protector, who was also sent back from the same time area that the Terminator was from 2029. He played a pretty good job. He was, like I said, he was the Protector. Very emotional, very in-depth, trying to teach this woman like everything there is that she needs to know as to why everything is happening. You know, you're going to have an unborn son who's going to lead us all from this chaos. And that's why this Terminator's after you. The name of the machines that sends this Terminator back is Skynet. That's the name of this so-called evil machine group, or whatever you want to call it. Skynet is the one who brings back the Terminator. And so Kyle Reese tells her all about this and how great a man her son becomes. He plays it to the max, and I thought he did pretty well. On to my mixed. And this doesn't really bother me because I know when this movie came out, it came out around the time before the digital age started. Digital age didn't come around until like the maybe early to mid-90s. So the effects in this did look a little cheesy. There's a scene in this where Arnold Schwarzenegger was operating on himself, and you could see the endoskeleton of him, like moving his fingers and stuff. It was a little gory, but there was another one in that same scene where he was operating on his eye, and you could tell it was a dummy head. And in a way, it kind of made me chuckle because, oh God, you know that's not real. That's a dummy. That's a dummy. But at the same time, I understand that's what they had to work with. This was the mid-'80s we're talking about. This was before computerized and digital effects came into play. But it doesn't change the fact that I still think it felt a little cheesy. but I didn't hate it. Which is why with the finale scene, when the Terminator shows his true self, that actually looked badass. It looked amazing. Now, there was certain parts of that particular scene in the finale where he was chasing after him. He was like walking like this. And after a while, that did look a little funny to me. But at the same time, y'all better run. This scary thing's after you. But like I said, no complaints. They were trying to make it look as real as possible for the time they came out with this film. So that's why I'm not going to go too hard on it. Because it is what it is. And I didn't know whether I wanted to even add this into the negative or keep it in the mix. So I might as well keep it into the mix because it's also something else that kind of bothered me, and it's something that I always have to fast forward. I won't mention what it is, but the tone and pacing because of that particular scene kind of slowed down for me, and I always have to fast forward it every time I watch it. But it's something that had to happen. Otherwise, the future, as they say, wouldn't be set. My final thoughts, all in all, this is a fun sci-fi / action / horror flick. Very enjoyable. I'm giving the film an A. So, The Terminator. What did you guys think of it? Leave me your comment down below and give me your thoughts. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Like, subscribe, get reputized. You know what to do there. Stay tuned for more videos and reviews coming soon to a computer screen or cell phone near you. My review for Terminator 2 Judgment Day should be out soon. Hopefully I'll be able to get the rest of them done before this weekend comes, before Terminator Dark Fate, but if not, it's all good. I'll cover them anyway, even if it's after Dark Fate. Peace the rep.